This is Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com. It's where it's okay to be a passionate fan. You're home for combat sports and where the world comes to kick ass. This is our main event review. Also got a little bit of news coming out of SmackDown that WWE.com is reporting, but we'll get to it. But before we get to that, we start off every review show with win, loss, or tie. Please, down in the comments, tell me if you thought this was a win, loss, or tie for main event and for WWE. I am going with a win. There was some weak segments in it, but overall it was a win. The six-man tag match was amazing, and I'm more pumped up for Money in the Bank this weekend than I was after WWE Raw. So, you know what? Main event did its job. It's a B/C show. It's probably a C show for WWE, and it got you interested in buying the pay-per-view. They went back to their old formats. Main event, when it first started, they copied off what New Japan does on free television. I live in Japan, and New Japan puts an hour of content, let me rewind, about a half hour of content for free in television every week. It's a Saturday, like 2 o'clock in the morning or 2:30 in the morning. And what they do is they put on the best match, and that takes up 90% of the time. It might be an hour long. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, they take up about 90% of the time, and then they throw in matches at the end. And that's what Main Event did when it first started. They stuck with the New Japan free television format where the main event actually goes first. WWE Main Event for a long time when it first started did that. They went away from it, and for this one, the advertised main event, the real main event, the best match of the night was first. I'm normally not a fan of six-man tags, but this one has served a purpose. The result, Seth Rollins, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett defeat Dolph Ziggler, Rob Van Dam, and Kofi Kingston. It was an amazing match, but before the match, there was such an amazing promo by Dolph Ziggler, and it wasn't funny, and it wasn't, wow, that's kick-ass, it wasn't like the pipe bomb. Every now and then, you get a passionate pro wrestler talking about how much passion he has for the world title, how much passion he has for the business. And you can't abuse this, but if you use it at the right time, it could be amazing. It starts off, Dolph Ziggler's in the ring, climbing the ladder, and just saying how much it means to him to win Money in the Bank, how much it means to him to try to go for that championship. He even said it's not going to be showing off. It's time for, I forget the exact line, but it was an amazing promo. Usually when people watch WWE Main Event reviews, they say, is it worth watching? The first match and the first promo probably are must-watch. It was one of the best passionate promos in a while. Then everyone comes out. It was a very fast-paced match. Normally I don't like matches like this because it's just a house show throwaway crap. But considering it's Money in the Bank, considering all these guys are going to be in the same ring, going for the same prize, it's kind of a preview of what's going to happen. And it was very fast-paced and exciting for WWE standards. I enjoyed it a lot. Seth Rollins, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett do win. Everyone turns on each other. Good guy. The heels turn on each other. Good guys turn on each other. It's kind of everyone's beating the shiznit out of everyone. But at the end of the day, when after the heels win and everyone's beating up everyone, Wade Barrett is standing alone, and he's pointing up at the briefcase, and the whole segment, the match, is definitely worth watching. They put out their best stuff up front. Yeah, so if you're one of those guys, you're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch Main Event, watch the first opening passionate promo and watch the first match. And I'm not a big fan of six-man tag matches because they just abuse that in WWE, but this time it made sense, and it was well done. It was probably one of the more exciting, fast-paced matches I've seen on a B or C show from WWE in a while. So, yeah, it was definitely worth watching. Then they went to Bo Dallas and Fandango. This was 99.9% storyline. They keep going with the two women, Layla and Summer Rae, fighting over Fandango. I don't know. I normally hate this stuff. And I don't know if I'm becoming hypocritical. I don't know if I'm becoming soft in my old age. I normally hate the love triangle storylines, but I find the Fandango, Summer Rae, Layla storyline kind of entertaining. It was one of those things WWE once again repeated the same thing over and over and over again. And what I mean by that is now that I watch every show, review every show, do the WWE Week in Review with Rob, which, by the way, over 3,000 viewers. Thank you so much, Internet Infantry. I didn't know if it was going to be like this main event show, not getting many views, or it'd be like Raw. But yeah, the first one we did, the WWE Week in Review, it did really good for us, for our channel at least. So we really appreciate that. Those that watched it, we'll do it again, trust me, and we'll hear what Rob has to say. But yeah, I enjoy the storyline, and it's not usually a storyline I would enjoy. Usually I hate stupid shit like this, but I don't know why. It's got me intrigued. I'm in there. Maybe I'm getting soft in my old age. Fandango, once again, just like on SmackDown, gets distracted. The women break up, leave, and boom, Bo Dallas hits him with the Bo Dog, or with the running Bo Dog, and pins him 1, 2, 3, and celebrates. And now he's 10 and Bo. 10 and Bo. A lot of people are starting to lean towards Bo Dallas. A lot of people that used to hate him online are like, oh, I get it, it's funny. The fans went from dead to, oh, I enjoy this a little bit. So hopefully Bo Dallas keeps growing. But 10 and Bo, so yeah, to me it was just amazing. I thought he was 9-0, but according to commentary, he's 10-0. It might be like the Goldberg streak. Anyone that remembers the I can't believe I'm comparing Bo Dallas' streak to Goldberg streak. But sometimes you can say crazy stuff. But I remember during Goldberg streak, like there would be 2 house shows from the Nitro to or Thunder to Nitro over the weekend. There'd be 2 house shows, and Goldberg would be like 88-0 with 2 house shows. He must have wrestled a lot, because then it'd be like 120-0. They added so much, so. I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to count, but according to the commentary, it's 10-0, and I'm glad more people are liking Bo Dallas. I love it just because I see him as a Stephen Colbert of John Cena. Man, you know what? I hate John Cena, as most viewers that or listeners or whatever. Most of the Internet Infantry already knows, but I would enjoy a John Cena versus Bo Dallas feud. And John Cena could stop being full of shit and actually help a young guy get over, and wait until they are over and take their coolness away. And then the ultimate 80s stereotypical TurboGrafx 16 Sega Genesis tag team. Like, you just press start and you're like, oh, there's Ryback. It just seems like the ultimate stereotypical 80s video game tag team of Ryback and Curtis Axel. Ryback defeated R-Truth and Xavier Woods. I would be completely honest, I did not really... It wasn't bad, it just didn't have my attention. And then sometimes when your entertainment says WWE likes to push, you should try to get your attention. Ryback does win, but the interesting part is they get the Super Dust Brothers. They called out Goldust and Stardust, formerly Cody Rhodes. Well, I guess he's still Cody Rhodes, but... so yeah, I think that's probably going to be the YouTube match, or, I'm sorry, the network match. I can't picture that going on Money in the Bank, but you never know. Maybe they do need to have a lot more matches, because you got to think, a lot of these athletes are in Money in the Bank. There'll be 2 Money in the Bank, so it'll be interesting to see what Ryback and the Super Dust Brothers do. So I found it to be interesting. And then they end main event with promo of Roman Reigns, and people are worried that Roman Reigns is going to be the next John Cena. People worry that they're going to be pushed down the throat, and I see the reasons to worry. I do worry what Roman Reigns is going to do, but with that said, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or a couple weeks ago, I said Roman Reigns is better than John Cena, Dave Bautista, and Randy Orton at this point in their career. Last week I said Roman Reigns is just as good as them now. He does a little promo, and he needed to hand that mic off to Dean Ambrose. It was rough. He still has a lot to go. Just for the WWE Golden Boy, it seemed a bit stiff, but I still enjoyed it. Triple H came out, and then them and Kane started battling it out. Kane came out, and they advertised for SmackDown Kane versus Roman Reigns. I wonder, they're pushing Roman Reigns to the moon. I wonder how many of you think he's going to win the title. I'm still looking forward to Money in the Bank, but Main Event, the show Main Event, got me more excited for Money in the Bank than Raw did. So, way to go, C-Show. Way to go for selling that pay-per-view. So, yeah, I look forward to it. Like I said, if you're like, should I watch it, should I not watch it? It's a pretty decent C-Show. I think it's a win. I think you could watch it, but you definitely, if you're like, I only watch the best of the best, why aren't you watching New Japan? No, I only watch the best of the best. Yeah, definitely have to see the opening promo by Dolph Ziggler, and you definitely have to see the opening six-man tag match, because that was just amazing. And now, WWE.com is reporting. Some people might see this as a spoiler, so it's up to you. Oh, we got some live comments. I didn't expect to get live comments. Let's see. BC James, what is your favorite pay-per-view? All right, what's my favorite pay-per-view before we break the news? My favorite pay-per-view, let me think. Probably Royal Rumble. I like Royal Rumble a lot. I like WrestleMania, obviously, but WrestleMania, I think I put too much hype on it. So there's very few WrestleManias that actually live up to how much I hype it up in my head. So I would probably say the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite. From pay-per-views that don't exist, I always liked King of the Ring. When I was a little kid, I liked Survivor Series, the Great American Bash, Starrcade. A lot of those ain't around. But as far as recent ones go, I'd have to say Royal Rumble. But the only problem with Royal Rumble is the last couple of years, just fucking part-time Hollywood, fucking 90s, 80s guys come back. It's not like building anyone. It's like The Rock wins, Batista wins, Stone Cold wins, Roddy Piper wins. Like, no, stop. What are you doing, Royal Rumble? You're supposed to be great. But one of my favorites is actually coming up as far as new pay-per-views go. I like Money in the Bank. I like the match idea. I like the concept. I like the last couple Money in the Banks. Money in the Banks is a pretty recent, for my old ass, Money in the Bank is a really recent pay-per-view. It's kind of a new pay-per-view, and I really enjoy it. So it's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. So I'm kind of excited, and I hope they don't mess it up and have it. And BGC Fan 17 says, love Kocosports. Well, go to Kocosports.com! No. All right, now this is maybe a spoiler. I don't know. It depends on you guys see the spoilers. If you want to stop now, I understand. So I'll give you a couple seconds. All right, WWE.com. It's in the title. I don't know why the fuck I did that. You already fucking know what's up. Anyway, WWE.com is reporting. It's also on Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com. WWE Intercontinental Champion Wade, bad news, Barrett, injured during SmackDown tapings. So he got thrown into a barricade. He's hurt. And according to Kocosports.com, which is getting this from WWE.com, as of yet, no official determination has not been made. All right, I'm just reading that. So basically, they don't know if he's going to be in Money in the Bank or not. They're going to keep us updated. As I do reviews and other shows, I plan on, as far as YouTube goes, I plan on doing more and more shows, just bringing them in slowly. And same thing with Coco Sports. We have a lot of good ideas, so hopefully it keeps going. But as I do shows this week, we'll keep an eye on Wade Barrett. I don't know if they're going to replace him. I don't know, because they ended the main event match with a six-man tag with Wade Barrett looking strong and pointing at the briefcase. And then same night, SmackDown tapings, gets injured. It's, a shoulder injury, which could be a serious thing. I don't know. I mean, it can't be a storyline because they don't have any more live shows left to the pay-per-view. So a lot of people are like, oh, it might just be kayfabe, it might just be that. And that might be the case, but it's just bad timing. Why would you fake an injury with no more shows left before your pay-per-view? So, so he suffered a shoulder injury Tuesday night SmackDown taping. You'll probably see that Friday. We will do a SmackDown review if everything goes right. And to me, just bad news, bad timing for Wade Barrett. I don't know. You know what? I think NXT. I don't know if NXT is live this week, but if I was here, let's put on my pretend Booker cap. I would have a Royal Rumble or a Battle Royal or some type of tournament or something on NXT. But I don't know. NXT might not be live, and then just have an NXT guy take over for him. But who knows? He might be cleared to wrestle on Sunday. If not, it just sucks because Wade Barrett, I think, has a lot of talent and has a lot of attributes that WWE is looking for, and also can put on a good match that us, the Internet Infantry, looks for. So we'll keep you informed. You could also go to Kocosports.com. Jerry O'Neill, David Cooey have been really busting their asses on the site, so really appreciate it. Hope to get a lot more shows done. Bam, got 3 more comments. What is your top 5 least favorite wrestlers? Oh man, this is tough. All right, let's see. I always have a hated 5. You know, they go in different orders. But let's go. I don't know about order, but usually I do have them in order. Let's see. People that I hate. Randy Orton. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about order. Randy Orton, Dave Bautista, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, and maybe Dixie Carter. I don't know. Maybe Sheamus, but I don't know. I like Sheamus because I've been watching him since the Indies. Oh, no, I know. Bad Luck Fail in New Japan. A lot of people don't know who that is. He's part of the Bullet Club. He just won the Intercontinental title. He's in fucking G1, and he's not good at all. Yet Bad Luck Fail makes it. And he's in the Bullet Club. He's in New Japan. He's in G1. So everyone's like, wow, he's fucking cool. He's in the Bullet Club. He's fucking cool. He's in New Japan. He's fucking cool. He's the Intercontinental Champion in New Japan. He's fucking cool. He's going to G. He fucking sucks. So Bad Luck Fail makes it. We're bumping Dixie Carter out because she's not even a wrestler. So there you go. Those are my hated 5. I'm live. Awesome. Hi, Dave. Hey, what's up, Ewok? Glad you can make it, my friends. Can subscribers join the prediction game? Yes. All you have to do is we do pay-per-view profits, and we'll do a show within 24 to 48 hours of the pay-per-view. And what you do is just leave your picks down in the video of that video, pay-per-view profits, and we'll also have tiebreakers. Then you can become pay-per-view profits. And you guys the internet inventory has to bump up their game because, well, Boom Boom. Friggin' Boom Boom won pay-per-view profits at TNA. He doesn't even watch TNA. Fucking with pay-per-view profits. What the fuck is that? Why could Cena not get injured permanently? LOL. You know what? I don't want anyone to get injured. I always think when I hate someone, maybe I'm too much of a hippie. I just want them to have success in something else. Like I hate Dave Bautista, but I wish him nothing but success in everything he does except pro wrestling. Like I wish John Cena could become the next Rock, just send him on his way, and he just doesn't have to ruin something I love. I don't want the guy to be injured. I don't hate him that much. I mean, there's a few people I do hate enough that I wish were dead. If I had death notes, I would probably sign them, but I don't think I wish. I wish John Cena success in something else besides ruining what I love. And the same thing with Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista in a Marvel movie, I support. Dave Bautista helping Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Tampa, I support. Dave Bautista and, you know, MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu movies, I'll support. Dave Bautista steps in the ring, fuck you, you fucking suck balls. And the same thing with John Cena. I don't fucking hate him enough that I wish he was injured. I just wish he was successful at something so he didn't have to fucking wrestle. Same thing with Jeff Hardy. You know, I hear Jeff Hardy paints. Well, it'd be great. And Ewok says hi to everyone. All right, well, thank you so much, guys, for the live comments. I didn't expect live comments at this weird-ass time. All right, well, I think that's it. I plan on doing a lot more shows. Ewok, and Mr. I think it's GPS 1769. That's not your name. Let me see. BGC Fan 17. I'm thinking about doing more and shorter shows, like maybe even doing news things. I put the Wade Barrett thing tacked on at the end of the main event review. Now, I'm asking Ewok and loyal viewers and people that come back from video to video, would you mind, you know, like, I don't know if anyone knows what SourceFed is, but I'm thinking about in the future either doing one whole news recap thing, like here's the news at the end of the day, kind of like combat sports news, but maybe for pro wrestling and all that. Like, oh, here's WWE news, let me go back and read it. Or do you want it all in one show? Like, I want to do main event review and I want to do a Barrett video, but instead I just put them together. Are you for the one show, like, hey, here's WWE news for the day, here's you know, we're going to get into MMA and boxing and all that. We're going to expand. So that's the plan with the channel. Would you rather have it where you just click on one thing and you're like, well, I'll watch the WWE main event review, I'll watch the Barrett news, and I'll watch this all in one, or listen, or whatever the fuck we're experiencing here? Or would you like it like SourceFed, where it's broken up? Because we get a lot more views maybe with SourceFed, but at the same time, I don't want to piss off the internet infantry. I was thinking about doing the Wade Barrett thing as a separate video, but I was like, what the fuck am I going to say? You know, a fucking like 10-second video, he's hurt. That sucks. I am over. So yeah, if you guys in the comments, the most loyal the viewers, because you know you're your opinion is way more valuable than some asshole who just accidentally clicks on it. Which one do you prefer? Because we plan on doing a lot more videos in the future, but we also don't want to piss off the loyal members of the internet infantry. So if you could put that in a comment, I'd really appreciate it. Anyone that's not listening live, you can do that too. And we'll just keep just fucking around and doing stuff, because we did the week in review, and I thought that was going to do horrible. And no, it was one of our better listened to shows. So we're going to experiment until we get it perfect. All right, thank you, Internet Infantry. Thank you, Ewok. Thank you, BGC Fan 17. Please like, comment, subscribe, and above all, go to Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com. It's where it's okay to be a passionate fan, your home for combat sports, and where the world goes to kick ass. And also, if you have $24.99 laying around, and you're like, I want to support fat guys yelling on YouTube, I have that opportunity for you. You can buy the Internet Infantry shirt. Now, if it's hard times, I understand. Don't buy it under hard times. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, I can't afford lunch. Or, you know, if it's up to lunch and an Internet Infantry shirt, please choose lunch. But if you're, you're a high roller and you got $24.99 laying around and you want to support us, we'd really appreciate you buying an Internet Infantry shirt. So go to Kocosports.com. We are planning and working hard to make this the best combat sports experience. Thank you, and with that, I am over.